In this video, we continue to explore the use of Rhino's pre-programmed 2D shapes, but focus on the curvy ones like arcs, circles, and ellipses. These are just as easy to create as the polygons, but these will not explode into individual segments. You should also know there are a crazy number of options for each of these shapes, but only a few that will make sense for your work. Another quick reminder, all these commands are available in multiple locations. You can find them up on the curve menu here. A lot of these also appear in the main menu on the side, but we're going to use the curve drawing toolbar for now. Let's start off with a basic arc. I'm going to zoom in. I've got my point snap on. Arc command is located right here. I'm not going to worry about the size. I'm just going to snap there. Just pick 2 points for that thing to flow around. For the next one, let's be a little more precise. Repeat that command. Go up here. Here's arc. Snap to the same point I've got already made. But before I get any farther, I can type in a number, and that will function as the radius. So you can see that point out there staying 70 units away. I'm going to pick another start point. And now I can even enter the angle. So I've already selected 33, hit enter. So now we have a 70 unit radius at an angle of 33 degrees. Okay, the next example is what I call the no way is this possible. So I'm going to go to the arc tangent to other curves. So I'm going to click there. Now we can snap here along this circle, then select the line. That lets us pick any point in between. It's pretty nice. Just going to come up to this point here, and then we get options of which side to go. I think that's pretty cool. Let's draw a few circles. Going to move over here. Circles are pretty straightforward. I'll just show you one of the more exotic ones first. So I go up to this circle, and this option here, fitting points, doesn't come up very often, but it is pretty amazing the way it works. I'm going to pick these 4 points here, just kind of floating randomly in space. Hit enter, and that's pretty cool. I figured out a single radius curve that fits all 4 of them as close as possible. There's also a circle option to get multiple tangencies. Let's check that out. I'm going to cascade this down, and right there on the bottom, circle tangent to 3 other curves. So we're going to pick 1 line, 2 lines. Now here, there's only one solution, so you don't really get to move it around or change the radius. Okay, let's do another circle, but this time we're going to slow down a bit and look at some of the options available in the command line. We're just launching commands, not really slowing down to read the options. So I'm going to select this basic curve right here. We've got a lot of options up here. I want to use this around curve option. Put it anywhere we want. You can snap or just eyeball it. Check this out. It comes out perfectly perpendicular to that curve. That would take a lot of work manually. So let's repeat the command. I'm just going to right-click. Again, you have to pick the option around a curve. Let's select this vertical line. Be a little more precise this time. Just pick the midpoint. Come out. Now let's take a look at some ellipse examples. Zoom over here. The first one is the from center option. So we established the 2 axes. We start off reading the command line again. Don't forget the ellipse center, first axis, second axis. Pretty straightforward. Let's do the diameter ellipse option. That's right next to the other icon. So this comes in handy if you have to fit an ellipse into a tight spot, and you've got these other points already established. And finally, we've got the corner option for the ellipse. So it's right here on the little flyout. So pretty quick and easy. What I want to point your attention to is the control point. So we're going to select this ellipse, hit F10, and then grab one of these control points. I'm going to just pull it out just a little bit. So you can see that this is a sharp pinch. Probably not what you want. It could even generate a seam if you lofted this into a surface. So there's a great way to fix this. We're going to do ellipse one more time. And again, reading the command line for all the options, we have deformable. Now this point count you'll see in just a second. We're going to leave it at 12. We draw it pretty much the same way with the center, 1 axis, 2 axes. But when we turn on the control points, you'll see the difference now. F10, just click and drag any of these guys and grab a couple of them. So the deformable option is great. It lets you create smooth curves with no pinching anywhere. The only disadvantage is there's no snapping. There's no center to this object. However, you can draw to the control points. If I draw a quick line, these points are snappable, but nowhere else on the curve. So at this point, it's worth mentioning a common mistake that will happen as you learn the software. If you get unexpected results, it probably means you missed one of the options available in the command line. So in that case, just do a quick undo with Control-Z and start the command over. The next time, just go a little bit slower and read those options in the command line. It sounds too easy, but it will serve you extremely well in most situations.